So let's talk about you and your dog right here in Duluth. I want you to imagine what life could be like. Peaceful walks, confident playtime, and just a better connection than you've ever had. This is your guide to finding the right person to help make that happen. We're going to give you a clear, practical plan to make a really great choice. Just picture it for a second. A nice, calm stroll on the Eastern Continental Trail, and your dog is just trotting happily right by your side. No pulling. Or maybe you're at the town green during a busy festival, and you can relax because you know your dog is confident and well-behaved. That's really what this is all about, being able to enjoy our amazing city together without any of the stress.
So why are we talking specifically about training in Duluth? Well, it's because our city is pretty unique, you know? It's vibrant, you've got the bustling, historic downtown, all the lively parks and community events, and having a well-behaved dog makes every single one of those outings better for you, for your dog, and honestly, for everyone else around you.
All right, before you even start searching for a trainer, let's cover a few of the basics. We're going to walk through the main training philosophy you should be looking for and the different kinds of programs you'll come across. Knowing this stuff first will help you make a much more informed decision. You're going to hear this term a lot, and for good reason: positive reinforcement. It's pretty much the modern humane standard for dog training. The idea is simple. You reward the behavior you want to see instead of punishing the behavior you don't. This approach builds an incredible amount of trust and makes your dog actually want to learn and work with you. Okay, so what's the right format for you and your dog? You've got two main options. Group classes are awesome for socialization and learning those general manners around other dogs and people. But on the other hand, private lessons give you that focused one-on-one attention, which is perfect if you're trying to tackle something specific, like barking at the door or reacting to other dogs on walks. All right, you know what to look for in a philosophy and a format. Now let's get to the most important part. How do you actually check a trainer's qualifications to make sure they're the real deal? Now, don't let all these letters intimidate you. Just think of them as proof that a trainer is serious about using professional, science-based methods. A CPD-TK, for example, means they've passed a really tough, independent exam on training knowledge. And if you're dealing with more complicated stuff, a credential from the IABC shows they have a much deeper level of expertise in animal behavior. And here's what you absolutely want to avoid. Any trainer who suggests using fear, intimidation, or pain, that's a huge red flag. These old-school methods don't just fail in the long run, they can actually create new, even worse behavior problems and can totally break the trust you have with your dog. So, when you're talking to a potential trainer, have these questions ready. You absolutely want to ask about their philosophy and their credentials. Ask them how they'll create a plan specifically for your dog and your life here in Duluth. And always get a clear breakdown of the costs. This will help you feel confident in your decision. Okay, let's get practical. Let's talk about what you can actually expect to find right here in Duluth, from how much to budget for training to the local rules every dog owner really should know. So here's a rough idea of what training costs in our area. As you can see, group classes are usually the most budget-friendly way to start. Private lessons and packages cost more, but you're paying for that super personalized attention. Hopefully, this gives you a good starting point for your budget. You know, being a responsible dog owner also means knowing the local rules. Here in Duluth, we follow Gwinnett Chinese ordinances. That basically means keeping your dog on a leash whenever you're off your property, making sure their current rabies tag is on their collar, and, managing any barking so it doesn't become a problem for your neighbors. Training isn't just something you do in your living room, right? The real fun starts when you take those new skills out into the real world. So let's talk about some of the best spots around Duluth where you can practice and just have a good time. Okay, so where should you go? The Duluth Dog Park is just perfect for practicing that off-leash come in a safe, fenced-in area. The Chattahoochee River trails, they're fantastic for working on loose leash walking with all sorts of natural distractions. And the beautiful Rogers Bridge Park is a great spot for practicing basic obedience in a calmer setting. Because really, the goal isn't to have some perfect robotic dog. It's about building a partnership. It's about learning to speak the same language. It's about creating a bond that lets you confidently and happily share your life and our awesome city with your best friend. So, think about it. What's the very first skill you want to master with your dog to make life here in Duluth even better? Maybe it's a solid calm at the park, or maybe it's just getting them to greet people calmly at the front door. Whatever it is, finding the right professional is the first step. A well-trained dog just opens up so many possibilities, making every walk,
every visit from friends, and every quiet moment at home that much more enjoyable for both of you. Good luck with your training journey.